Hello, I am Mr. Macias. I am one of the math teachers here at Elgin High School. I want to inform you about the program that is offered by UT. Now, this program is called OnRamps. Well, what is OnRamps, right? So this program is a dual credit course where you earn a college credit grade and the experience of a college course at the high school, right? So this program basically prepares you before you go off to college. Now, there's two courses available, right? One is pre-calculus and the other one is statistics. Now, the next two clips are students' experience in the course. Now, the first clip is going to be Coach Stringer talking about on-ramps pre-calculus and basically his experience in the course and his students.
All right, guys. So thanks for joining us today. This video is going to talk a little bit about OnRamps Pre-Calculus. It's a course. It's a dual enrollment course that's offered by University of Texas, and that students are allowed to sign up for and take here at Elgin. I know this year has been kind of crazy with COVID and everything, but we've made it work, and we've accepted the struggle, and we've modified our school and our schoolwork to hopefully get y'all better adapted and ready for college. So a few questions we're just gonna go around real quick. We got Abdias Castillo, Lauren Nash, and Cassidy Davis. All three are juniors here at Elgin High School. And I believe so, right, Lauren? You're a junior as well.
Yes.
So all three are juniors involved in extracurriculars. Abdias is a football powerlifter. Cassidy is sometimes an athletic trainer, softball player. Lauren's in that dance revolution. So everybody has extracurricular. So obviously they can also balance time and schoolwork. So starting off, number one, Lauren, lead us. Why did you choose OnRamps Pre-Cal?
I chose OnRamps Pre-Cal because I was never really confident in my math skills. And I figured if I took this class to challenge myself and partake in gaining a deeper understanding of mathematics, I would gain the skill of approaching mathematics with a different mindset and skill set.
Yes, that's awesome. What about you, Cass?
I chose OnRamps because I wanted a challenging class to take, and I wanted to try to get a jump start in college by receiving a college credit.
Nice. And is it true? I read somewhere that you also think I'm your favorite teacher.
Yeah, that's also true.
Awesome. Thanks. What about you, Abdias? Why did you choose OnRamps Pre-Cal?
I chose OnRamps Pre-Cal to try to get me in a mindset ready for college. I've struggled with procrastination, so I wanted to find something that would lead me in the direction that would be expected in college.
I got you. Awesome. All right, Lauren, how has OnRamps Pre-Cal challenged you personally to become a better student?
OnRamps Pre-Cal has encouraged me to organize my notes, utilize my peers and teachers, study and think critically. These are all things that I struggled with because I see myself as a very independent and spontaneous person. So having to structure myself and actually be vulnerable to people was not the easiest, but I knew if I wanted to succeed in this class, that is what I had to do.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Abdias, what advice would you give a student who chooses OnRamps Pre-Cal?
In terms of advice, I would definitely say that for any student coming into this course, you need to be accepted. You should expect to struggle in the class. It's not something that's just going to come to you naturally. You definitely have to work for your grade, and you just have to stay on track throughout the whole course.
I got you. Do you feel like you've been provided enough resources to help you succeed in the class?
Well, with the resources you are given, you have the opportunity. It's definitely important that you take the time yourself to look over the materials outside of class.
I got you. Cool, cool. All right. Cassie, we're going to start with you on this one. How does OnRamps Pre-Cal prepare you for college? How have you felt that it's prepared you for college?
I feel like OnRamps Pre-Cal has prepared me for college because it's gotten me better at taking notes and understanding the important notes that need to be taken instead of the unimportant notes that are just there for reference. And it's allowed me to not procrastinate and understand like what needs to be done in order to fail or succeed in the class.
I got you. What about you, Abdias? How have you felt that it's prepared you?
I definitely feel like since this is more of a college class, we get more of that independent work. And I feel that in high schools, we really don't get the opportunity for that. So having that opportunity allows us to gain the knowledge that is definitely expected in college.
Gotcha. And what about you, Lauren? How has it prepared you for college?
The workload and difficulty of the assignments is on the level of an actual college class, which would make sense since it's actually given by UT.
Mhm.
But I feel like the difference between, as an ACC student, I feel like the difference between the OnRamps course and like ACC is that like when you actually go to college, you'll actually be able to communicate and like get the help that you need and stuff like that. So you won't really have to worry about like failure because it's not really going to come your way when you're in college unless you're not trying, of course.
I got you. That's good stuff. Again, all of you, we're gonna start with Abdias this time. Would you say that communication plays a big key or a big role in this course?
Oh, definitely. Every subject that you go over, you'll have people that struggle with it, and then you'll have others that think it's the easiest thing in the world. Having a group that you work with trying to figure out the solutions to different problems helps because you get more of the different viewpoints. And without communication, I think I would have struggled a lot more in this class.
What about you, Cass?
I think that communication was a huge role because I know that I've been able to bounce ideas back and forth between people, and without communication or like not being able to talk through the problems with people, I would not understand anything that is going on in the class because it'd just be me trying to figure things out on my own instead of asking for help or asking questions on how to do certain things.
I got you. Now, what about you, Lauren?
I agree. I stay after class almost every day to ask questions because while we do learn things in class, it's better to be able to ask your own questions and get that one-on-one help you may need. And your friends do play a role. For example, I have a friend named Yar, and we work together on our homework assignments, and we really get through together because we both have like that brain power, and like what I don't know, she may know. What she may not know, I know. And we can work together and get over humps and, issues like that.
I got you. Yeah. And for just to be clear, right now we're virtual. And so everything that we do virtually, we go into breakout rooms. And so even though you're in your own room, in your house, your classroom, you're getting put in small groups to meet virtually with people. And if we were in a classroom, you'd be put in random small groups to work with people in class as well. So the class is really designed around working with your peers, asking for help. Your groups are constantly changing. There's no predictability about it. And so you get to know different people. You get to, like Abdia said, access different viewpoints, but you also get to hear different questions that are being asked. You get to see different people's understandings of things. So that definitely helps. All right. And then Cassidy, would you recommend OnRamps Pre-Cal to your peers?
I would 100% recommend OnRamps Pre-Cal to other people because it's just a huge learning process and it allows you to be a much better student because you learn how to take notes, how to turn work in on time, how to take tests, how to do everything, and it prepares you for college. And even if you don't get the college credit, it's not as important as most people think because you're still receiving your high school credit and you're learning things that the college is learning. So when you have to retake it in college, you understand the process and what to expect.
I guess that's a great answer. I do think it's important to point out for anybody who might watch this video, it's called dual enrollment, whereas ACC, like Lauren was talking about earlier, is considered dual credit, where you're going to get credit for both high school and college courses. With OnRamps, Pre-Cal, and statistics, which is another option, you have to earn the college credit, but it's completely different than your high school credit. So I can easily say that all three of these young adults that are in this Zoom call and that are representing the OnRamps Pre-Cal class, as far as their high school grade and the high school portion, they're blown it out of the water. As far as the college portion, they all might be in a different place. Some might be struggling, some might be just getting by, some might be excelling. But it's very important to not be intimidated by that, but also to remember that we high school teachers are the ones teaching the course. And so there's a little bit of forgiveness and a little bit of leniency that when you go to college isn't going to be there. Because if you're taking this class in college, there could possibly be 150 people in that classroom or 150 people in that teaching theater. And so there's not going to be any staying after class, because as soon as you're done at 12:45, the next class starts at 1. And so we give you a taste of college course with definitely more accountability. I personally, like with the way these kids are graded in class, they can tell you you're 100% accountable for your grade. And if you want to excel, you're going to. If you don't want to, then you're not going to. And so I think that's what we got. Hopefully, if you're a student that gets to watch this video, hopefully you decide to take OnRamps Pre-Cal and even OnRamps Statistics and challenge yourself. And it's going to cause you some gray hairs, and it's going to cause you to a few late nights and to lose some sleep and to maybe cry once or twice about an assignment that was turned in. But at the end of the day, you're going to be better for it. You're going to know yourself better as a student, as a learner. You're gonna reveal some stuff about yourself as a human being, things you like, things you don't like, and you're gonna realize that, well, what I'm in control of, I want this, that, and the other. And if I don't want it, then I'm gonna make sure I'm not using it. So good stuff, Lauren. Thank you. Abdias, thank you. Cassidy, thank you.
Now, the next clip is me with one of my students for OnRamps Statistics, and has his experiences through OnRamps Statistics. All right, everybody. So I'm with my student Ryder, who's taking the OnRamps Statistics this year. So Ryder, so what advice would you give a student who chooses OnRamps Statistics?
My advice for a future OnRamps student is to ask questions. I know that this seems obvious, but it is crucial to your success. OnRamps can be very challenging and frustrating at times, and the only way to counter this is to want to learn, to find the curious part of you that makes you do extra steps just so you can know how to do it. So ask questions, question yourself, question the teacher, find the curious kid in you, and figure out why.
All right, and then what would you say that communication is a big key in the course?
Well, this leads me to another extremely aspect of succeeding in OnRamps, which is communication. Communication is advocation. This means the ability to believe in yourself. In OnRamps, you're going to have to reach out to find answers, and you can't reach out without first believing in yourself, believing that you can learn it, believing that you are worth the time of your teachers and tutors. This is key. You must advocate to communicate, and you must believe in yourself to advocate.
All right. All right, Ryder. Well, thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
So if you watched this far, you might be interested. So in order to get into the program, you need to contact your counselors through email. Let them know that you're interested in the OnRamps program offered by UT. All right, so if you do sign up, then hopefully I'll see you in my course. You take care, be safe, and I'm glad you're interested into the program. All right, go Wildcats.